The Backdoor Roth IRA. We know you want to use it, but there is a secret move that's going to keep you from getting taxed in a way you aren't really familiar with. We're going to figure out what that is here in a couple minutes, but first let's take a look at the X's and O's. We want to know how this thing works. Join me back here. The Backdoor Roth IRA, here's how it works. You see our little house here, that's our Roth IRA. We got our income limits over here, $150,000 for single, $236,000 for married filing jointly. Each individual can contribute $7,000. So if you're married, you get 14, but here's how it works. If you're under these amounts for your income limits, you can sock that 7K directly into this Roth IRA right here. Boom, boom. Below, you're going right into the Roth IRA, and you can do that year over year over year until you reach these limits. And then that beautiful front door is gonna get knocked off right there. We're gonna put the big X on it. What's gonna happen now is we have to go through the back door. And what do we have to do here? So how's this money is gonna work now? This 7K we're above. We're gonna slide it down here with our nifty little arrow. Get this little mosquito out of here. We got and then we're gonna funnel that through a traditional IRA. So in this case, you need to have a traditional IRA as well. You need to be able to push that $7,000 through the traditional IRA. This is going to be an after-tax contribution, meaning this is money that's already been taxed, same as you would contributing it to a Roth IRA, but you're just going through your traditional IRA, and then you're immediately going to convert that money to your Roth IRA. We're getting in the back door. They shut us off from the front door, so we work all the way around. We get that same contribution. We need to make sure it's after tax, but we can get that money into the Roth IRA even if we're over the income limits. So that's generally how the backdoor Roth IRA works. But what's the secret move we're talking about here? That would be the introduction of the 401k. And it's necessary because of what is called the pro-rata rule. So this is how the pro-rata rule works. Let's say you have $93,000 in your traditional IRA, there's pre-tax money. If you make the backdoor contribution of $7,000 this year, as we previously demonstrated, you'll have $93,000 in pre-tax money and $7,000 in after-tax for a total of $100,000. This means 93% of our money is pre-tax money that has not been taxed and 7% is after-tax money based on this contribution we just made. Now, what the pro-rata rule says is money converted from a traditional to a Roth IRA must be converted pro-rata based on those percentages we just calculated. So in our example, if we immediately convert the $7,000, 93% of that conversion, or $6,500, is taxed in that conversion. That's exactly what we don't want to happen if we can avoid it, in my opinion. Now, of course, this is where the magical solution comes in, the old 401k. If you have a 401k plan at an employer, either you or your wife, what can happen, or what you might be available to do, is move that money from your traditional IRA into the 401k. Now, what does this do? If we had $93,000 in our traditional IRA prior to this and now it's zero, how does that pro-rata rule work? Exactly. All of that conversion is now going to be tax-free. We don't have to worry about the pro-rata rule because we don't have pre-tax funds in the traditional IRA. We've moved them out of the account and we've effectively avoided that little bit of tax that's going to be that would be calculated on that conversion otherwise. This is the kind of tax planning that takes 2-3 layers of understanding and making sure you have the right components in place so that you can take advantage of them. Make sure you understand the individual components so that you can put them together like this and really explore the strategy with your CPA if it's something that makes sense for you. Thanks for joining me this time. My name is Matt Speckman. I'm a CPA. If you like any of these videos or you like educational videos, like, subscribe. We appreciate it. Santa says bye. I say bye. See you next time.